I'm sorry, I can't pretend to know Common and Akon and everybody's music. I just don't.
Notice how you brought up a lot of black guys there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But I grew up in the era of Paul Simon and Marvin Gaye and all those. It's more my era. When you're 20,
Turn left onto Station Avenue.
25-year-old supermodel, oh, it's sexy. When you're 64, you're like the creepy old guy.
Right. Continue on Station Avenue for 3/4 of a mile.
Did I turn off highway? School? What am I going to say to you? Okay? I'm like 40 years older than you are. What am I going to say to you? So you just have to know when it's time to stop.
Well, your demeanor, what your excitement level, how natural it is when you're doing your car show is very different. And I think people would. I think there's two Jay Lenos. There's the Jay Leno that hosts the Tonight Show, which is a great entertainer. You're a great interviewer. But then there's you in your element when you're hosting Jay's Garage.
I'll tell you something. I enjoy being around show business as opposed to being immersed in it. Like, to me, Charlie Sheen's a friend of mine. I enjoy every time another hooker pushes one of Charlie's Mercedes off Mulholland Drive, I get a kick out of it like everybody else. I don't want to be Charlie. I don't want to live that life. But I enjoy hearing about it and observing.
In a 1/4 mile, turn left onto North Hills Avenue.
Whatever it might. So the Tonight Show is great that way. I didn't have to actually be there. I could be a part of it without being a part of it.
Right.
Because I'm not really a party guy. I'm not a drug guy. I'm not an alcohol guy. It's just not what I do. I enjoy observing it.
Turn left onto North Hills Avenue.
I really do. Cars, motorcycles. I really enjoy. So I am immersed in that. Whereas with show business, I enjoy being around it. That's probably the difference.
In a 1/4 mile, turn left onto Pennsylvania 152 North.
So you're still in show business?
Oh yeah, I'm still in show business, yeah.
But you're not in that show business. See, it's like comics will think of stand-up as being very different than all the other aspects of show business.
Well, it is different than all the other aspects of show business. Because it's the only one where you don't need any other aspects of show business. I mean, I got started when I was in Boston. I would go into bars with a $50 bill, and I would say, I'm a comedian, we don't hire comedians. I go, look, here's $50. Let me go on the stage and tell some jokes. If people leave, you keep my 50. If I do okay and I get some laughs, give me my money back.
Turn left onto Pennsylvania 152 North, Limekiln Pike.
But for the most part, it was either, yeah, kid, you're funny, here's your money back, but you don't really do. Or, no, I was okay. Yeah, come back Wednesday. We got back then they had hootenanny nights. It was folk singers, Stop Your War Machine, all those kind of songs. and they put a comic on in between. And that's the one thing about comedy. You can take it and do it anywhere. I mean, we both know actors that are great, that are funny, but if their TV show gets canceled, or the movie's no good,
they're fucked.
Or the director...
Continue on Pennsylvania 152 North for a 1/2 mile.
Go down to a bar and pass the hat and tell jokes, or even negotiate a salary. So comedy is different because it's self-sustaining.
Hootenanny night.
Yeah, that's what we used to call them.
Really?
Hootenanny night. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really did that. You would go. Was that your idea?
In a 1/4 mile, Pennsylvania 152 North turns slightly right and becomes Fitzwatertown Road.
Met another comic. I didn't know anything about show business. I grew up in Boston. You're from Boston, rather. And I remember the neighbor lady saying to me, you can't be a comedian unless your father was a comedian. That's the way it is out there. Unless your father was a comedian, you can't be one. They won't let you do it. And I thought, well, it doesn't make any sense. So I used to just go around bars and places like that in Boston, and I thought I was...
Continue on Fitzwatertown Road for 2 miles.
To me, I thought it was pretty good. I got my start at a place called Lenny's on the Turnpike up in Route 1 near Saugus.
I know where that is.
Yeah, I used to play Lenny's all the time. And Lenny made me kind of the house comic, and I got to work with Miles Davis, Mose Allison, all the great jazz artists.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's where Giggles is in Saugus. There's a comedy club up there and a pizza place, Prince's Pizza.
Yeah, I mean...
Mike Clark's joint.
That makes me laugh.
Lenny Clark's brother.
Oh, is that Lenny's brother? I love Lenny Clark.
I love him too.
The funniest guy. He really... And a true Boston comedian, you know. I never consider myself a Boston comedian because I was born in New York and I moved to Boston when I was like 10. Like, my family moved there in 59, and we're still the new people. The new people, the Lenos, they came here in 59. The other people have been there since 1641. Right, exactly. So they're the relatively new people.
Did they have open mic